Good morning. Welcome to Northman's Morning Devotional with Gary and AJ. Grab your coffee and let's start off the day right.
Good morning and welcome to Northman Coaching's Morning Coffee and Devotional with Gary, the Superior Mailman, and AJ, my good friend and co-host AJ. How are you, brother?
Good, brother. How are you today?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Why
This
don't you
morning,
start it off, brother?
this morning, we're going to start off with signs and wonders. Unless you people see signs and wonders, Jesus told him, you will never believe. John 4 statement was an accusation, not a declaration about the importance of signs and wonders. Jesus says, you believe in me because I do what you want, not because of who I am. As long as I perform miracles and make your lives easier, you love me. But if I demand something from you because I'm the Lord, you want nothing to do with me. Your faith is superficial and insignificant and doesn't please God. People who follow Jesus because of the excitement of experiences and events will quickly stop following him when emotions diminish, and they will. The test is this. Is Jesus who he said he is, even if he doesn't do what you want? You will have to pass this test many times if you want to succeed in growing in your relationship with God. That will do when the great experiences dry up and Jesus doesn't answer your prayers. Will you still follow?
So the whole passage, right? I mean, you read the whole page. Good job.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
It says that, pretty much that if you're not getting miracles, or if you're having bad days, then he can't be real. And, you put that into like what we do for work. That's like if, there's bad days all the time. I was actually having a conversation yesterday. I was talking about my grandfather, and he always said that you either laugh or you cry. There's going to be bad days. You're going to cry about it, or you're going to pick your pants up and move on. On your belt, let's move on. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay.
And that is what it's about. Everybody will always have hard days, and we will always have good days. The importance is whether you're looking at it in a spiritual aspect or in a worldly aspect. When you look at the positive things in life, there is more positive outcomes. When you hang on to the negative, then there are more negative outcomes. It's like we were talking about yesterday. If you chase crumbs, then you will get crumbs. So put the work in. Always know that Jesus is in your heart. He's always with you. He's not there to be a genie, just like in the work. A life coach is not there to be a genie and wave a wand and your marriage will come back together.
Rubber lamp for Genie.
Or your family will be airtight as if you want it to be. You have to put that work in, and you have to follow the direction, no matter what the situation is in life.
Agreed.
It's just the way that it goes.
All right, my turn to read my long passage. I don't know why I get the long ones, but be the man whose reputation precedes him. Paul went to Derbe and then to Lystra, where there was a young disciple named Timothy. His mother was a Jewish believer, but his father was a Greek. Timothy was well thought of by the believers of Lystra and Iconium. Is that right? Iconium?
Lystra and Iconium.
So Paul wanted him to join them on their journey. And that's from Acts 16, 1-3. Actually, that's funny because they both have to do with character. He was well thought of by the believers in both those places. So they wanted him to join him on the journey because he was well thought of. Now, what if Timothy wasn't well thought of? Then they wouldn't want him on the journey. So
I like the passage that's on the next page of that. Is there anything about your reputation that might dampen your Christian witness? If so, how might you faithfully work to overcome it?
Okay. How would you faithfully overcome that?
Well, I would overcome it by always continuing to do my work, no matter what. My reputation of a man, to me, is the work that I do in Jesus' name. So no matter what the work is and no matter what it is that I'm doing in life, I try to do it in the most godly fashion that I can and not a worldly fashion. When we do things in a worldly fashion, even driving, my whole thing of driving and somebody cuts me off or somebody's going too slow and I'm in a hurry or somebody does something that almost kills me and my family on the road, I exercise saying, God bless.
I don't know. I saw you in Boston the other day. I don't think those are the words that came out of your mouth.
That was the Bostonian wave. I told you that is a hometown thing.
They say God bless in a whole nother language.
They do. They do. There's a whole different aspect to the way that Bostonians wave to one another.
Gotcha. But yes, I do know
Especially
that you do
while
that sometimes.
But yeah, I on a general day, if I'm in the car and it's very difficult for me because I don't really drive, so there's always somebody else behind the wheel, so it can be very nerve wracking when somebody else is behind the wheel and something goes wrong. But I try to always implement that God bless, right? That is my reputation of who I am trying to always be is a spiritual man that lives as much like Jesus as I can. I try to help anybody and everybody that I possibly can. And remember that there are lots of people that on a day to day basis are there that help me and that I can reach out to. And I want other people to be able to get the same thing from me, which is exactly what Jesus does. There will always be bad days, there will always be good days. Hold on to the positive in life, have faith, stand true to your belief.
I love it. So with the men's work, how we can relate this to the men's work and the brotherhood, as far as reputation goes, we absolutely 100% keep everything in the group. Listen to everybody. We show up for you guys, and we expect the same. Don't come with some story. Just tell us if you want to talk about what's going on. Be honest, and you get honest feedback. You'll always get the most from AJ and I. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
if you're interested in the men's group or any coaching, go to northmancoaching.com and check it all out. Everything's on the website. See, we have plenty of services, plenty of things we can do for you guys. So check it out. And that's all I got.
If you like our morning devotional,
But yeah, I keep forgetting
please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like. If there's something you'd like to hear, if you'd like to hear another devotional or something else in the morning related to the devotionals, drop it in. If there's something you don't like about us, drop it in regardless. We'd love to hear it. Otherwise, you can check us out. We have our Sunday podcast as well on YouTube and on Facebook, the same as our morning devotionals Monday through Friday. Only the Sunday podcast is about the men's work. But
Yes.
yeah, check us out.
All right, guys. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
God bless.